this hour, Texas is taking new steps to stop illegal border crossings. The state released this video showing more water buoys being installed in the Rio Grande River. The governor of Texas has promised to double the number of buoys already installed. And immigrants here in Central Florida continue to wait for what this new immigration overhaul will mean for them. All week, we're profiling people caught up in the crisis. People who tell us they want to be here legally, but have been left waiting sometimes for years for that chance. As he walks to class at the University of Central Florida, Jose Carrera is just another student. You wouldn't know about his story or his stress until he goes from studying here
if we're united, we are strong.
to here, the Hope Community Center in Apopka.
Now we're going to go into our Know Your Rights.
Learning about his options as an undocumented immigrant, in his case, brought to the U.S. by his parents when he was just 2 years old.
I was born in Mexico, Oaxaca. My parents left Mexico because they obviously wanted a good future for me. They wanted a good future for them.
Jose applied for legal status to be in the U.S. in 2020, and 5 years later, his case is still pending. A wait that's no surprise to attorney Giselle Martinez.
Right now, the Orlando Immigration Court has 250,000 pending cases.
Martinez is the legal director for the Orlando Center for Justice, a nonprofit that provides legal services to the immigrant community. On this night, she took her services out of the office and into the classroom, helping Jose and dozens of others.
Right now, people are just very scared. They are calling us with questions. They want us to file their cases right away.
But Martinez says even when cases are filed, the wait complicates each one.
I have asylum cases that I filed since 2016 pending. A person comes to the United States, applies for asylum, and they don't hear. About 10 years later, 11 years later, they're hearing about the decision on their case.
So what are these people doing in the meantime?
They have work permits, so they're able to work, contribute. Some of them have businesses. I have clients that now were able to open their own business. I have clients that now have children. They have U.S. citizen children. They've built a life here waiting for a decision on their case.
It's exactly what Jose has done. His goal, to use his bilingual skills as a pediatrician.
The reason my goal to become part of the medical field is because I want to help individuals who are afraid to come to hospitals because they don't speak English.
But his undocumented status is a barrier to that dream. Without a social security number, he can't complete medical school. So after graduation, he hopes to be a physician's assistant. For now, he earns a living as a landscaper, and he waits, hoping for a path to citizenship to stay in the only country he's ever known.
I myself, my parents, and other community members where I live, immigrants, are hard workers. They came for this country in order for them to enrich their lives, enrich their families, wanting the American dream.
So yesterday, when President Trump signed all of those executive orders, included was one that revoked the way deportations are prioritized. Under the Biden administration, people who were a threat to national security or a threat to public safety were first to be deported. With that priority list now gone, undocumented immigrants like Jose, who are here working or going to school, are just waiting to see what happens next. And all this week, I am taking a deep dive into how these changes are impacting our local immigrant community. You can watch my reports weekdays at 4 p.m. right here on WESH 2 and 10 p.m. on CW 18. And you can also find the stories on WESH.com and in the WESH 2 News app.